Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, February 27, 2013. A major cyclone is heading to Australia. It's called Cyclone Rusty. It's going to have wind gusts of about 250 miles per hour. It's going to drop about 2 feet of rain in a 24-hour period. It's going to strike about 750 miles north of the Australian city of Perth. And then it's going to move further inland, and it's going to affect the massive mining camps and operations operated by Rio Tinto, BHP Billiton, Fortescue Metals Group. All three companies have already shut down their mining operations in anticipation of the storm hitting it. Meanwhile, the Australian insurance company QBE Insurance Group reported an increase in 2012 net profit of 8%. It's up to $761 million US, but they said that the underwriting result was in fact dragged down by previous year's claims development. They, for example, lost about $170 million in the US in 2012. In 2011, they had earned $440 million, and the company confirmed about 700 job cuts across America, Europe, and Australia. The Australian, a newspaper based in Sydney, had indicated that up to 3,000 jobs could be lost, but the CEO said that that number is nowhere near firmed up. UK insurance CEOs are going to meet in Brussels in April in order to meet with the EU commissioners to try to set up a separate regulatory scheme for the UK. This is because they believe that Solvency II is long overdue, and according to the Germans now, it may not be implemented until 2017. The Great Britain insurance heads are saying that they need to have a separate solvency scheme for the UK because they simply can't wait any longer, and the indefiniteness is killing them. In Alabama, legislation was passed last night which the governor indicates he's going to sign, which is going to limit lawsuits against commercial aircraft manufacturers and companies that supply them with parts. Now there's going to be a 12-year limit after delivery of a large commercial plane for which any litigant has to bring a claim. Currently, there is no limit in Alabama. There's a Airbus factory that is going to begin to be built in Mobile, Alabama in April. The sequestration is coming in the U.S. on Friday. Billions of dollars are going to be cut off the budget. The Air Traffic Controllers Union are warning that it's going to end up closing runways at major airports around the country. Beginning on Friday, notices are apparently going to go out to a number of air traffic controllers, several hundred in fact. According to the union contract, they have a 30-day requirement in which they have to be notified before they're terminated or put on furlough. Flight delays of up to 2 hours are expected on flights going into and out of airports like Chicago, New York, San Francisco, and Atlanta. At least 19 people were killed in India this morning in a massive fire in a market complex at the eastern city of Kolkata. It apparently began by an electric short circuit. There was also a shooting in Switzerland at a wood processing company in the central part of the country. The factory is owned by a company called Kronospan. It's in a small village west of Lucerne. We tracked a great white shark that was heading to Bermuda last week. Well, apparently he has a relative. He popped up in New Zealand and he killed a swimmer. The 14-foot shark savaged a swimmer who was swimming off a beach in which several hundred people were enjoying the last of the summer sun. Police rowed out in an inflatable boat and shot rifle shots at the shark. The shark apparently moved on. And NASA has come out with some information about the meteor that struck over the Russian Ural mountain region about 10 days ago. They said the surprising thing about the meteor is that when it hit, everyone was already looking up in the air for the asteroid that was planning on skipping by the Earth at 17,000 miles an hour a few hours later, I should say. The object that hit Russia was not on anyone's radar because it came at the Earth from the direction of the sun, which kept it hidden. According to NASA, the meteor hit with an impact of 470 kilotons of TNT, which is equivalent to about 30 times the power of the bomb that hit Hiroshima in World War II. Analysts have used the trajectory of the meteor to determine that it originated in an asteroid belt about 2.5 times farther from the sun than the Earth. They said that it was just a coincidence that the Russian meteor and the one that passed over Indonesia came on the same day. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.